Yes, my wonderful people, welcome to J Progress Entertainment again. And as always, me promise you, my people, me a keep you updated on the Vybz Kartel retrial hearing with Vybz Kartel and him co-accused them. It just get interesting. And you know what the worst thing? Me not give you just day 4. Me a give you day 4 and day 5 in a one because today a Friday. Why not just close off the day on a Friday because day 5 did it too? People, the prosecution make them argument. Right now, Vybz Kartel in the seat a tremble. Everybody get afraid because it come like the prosecution agree to disagree. Member cartel lawyer say no. Vybz Kartel mental health, and in physical health are deteriorating, What you think the prosecution counteract that with? The prosecution counteract that with, okay, if Vybz Kartel mental and physical health is deteriorating, we can bring Vybz Kartel back to the retrial, but we can offer him bail so that he can go and address these things. Also too, them say the retrial are going to be expensive. The prosecution turn around and make them know say the government willing to pay for Vybz Kartel retrial. And another that alone, them say this is lengthy and it's going to take a long heap of time. The prosecution say they can push cases like this forward. So push in front of every other case. As so them in a case we send Vybz Kartel go to the prison. We don't see me assure you and another that alone, but me not give you everything until we reach in the story, my people. So we not waste no more time because whole heap of something we have to come up on Vybz Kartel case. Why? If we how this look, it also look like Vybz Kartel may get a retrial and it could happen as early as next year. People, Vybz Kartel have his skill like a skillachi. If he skip out of the one year and it no go back to retrial. Because me tell you say the prosecution I use craft. They are agreeing to disagree. And that is a dangerous move. Watch you now. Acting Director of Public Prosecution, Claudette Thompson, has told the Court of Appeal that the state will have to bear the expense of the retrial of the entertainer Vybz Kartel and his dirtings co-accused in the interest of justice. So they're willing to pay the money. Look how much millions it cost them for Privy Council of England. But they're willing to pay how much millions more to send Vybz Kartel away for life imprisonment. You know see, Kartel, me don't know what Kartel do the system, but all I know, they're stopping at nothing to make sure say Kartel did a prison. Believe when me tell you that. Moving on, you know. So when me tell you no, the state say they will show that every cost, any amount of cost it come with, they will burden that for the interest of justice. Because they want to use Vybz Kartel and make him as an example, my people. Remember when me tell you that. So I could jump in here. The acting director of prosecution made it clear that they will bear all of the expenses then, right? The state will have to bear the costs. It will just have to bear the costs. Thompson told the court in the opening of the Crown's presentation on the day 4 of the 5-day hearing. Kartel, whose real name is Adidja Palmer, Sean Stan Campbell, Kyra Jones, and Andre St. John were charged with the September 2021 dirtings of Clive Lizard Williams. The Court of Appeal upheld their conviction in 2020. However, on March 14, 2024, the United Kingdom-based Privy Council, Jamaica's final Court of Appeal, overturned the conviction on the grounds of jury conduct and ordered the Court of Appeal to decide whether or not they should be retried. So I yes everything they know. Remember, the Privy Council never say free Vybz Kartel and them co-accuse them. Them are left in the hands of the Court of Appeal in Jamaica. If them need to retry them or what. The retrial hearing is expected to end on Friday, which is today. That's why I'm here giving you 4, day 4 and day 5 in a one. Cause I remember, say me make it happen, then me give you no idea. But guess what? Me a give you no little extra today. Me a give you no little extra. Yes. Arguing her point on the basis of the seriousness of the case and the expenses to be incurred in a trial, Thompson said, dirtings in general is worth it. And this dirting especially because of how it was done. You hear what they say? This is one especially Vybz Kartel case. Worth it for spending money upon. You understand? The reason it was done and they don't know how we can affix a cost to justice. Any money they want to send Vybz Kartel to prison, they don't care. Billions they will spend as long as Vybz Kartel stay at prison. And that the prosecution has said, money is no object for send the Vybz Kartel and them co-accuse them go to prison. Cartel and why you do this system what we don't know about. Because I could have never source of this year. Something else did in the system were wrong. And not source of that case here. Right? Moving on. That is a requirement of the law. Justice Marva McDonald. Right? Justice Marva McDonald, Bishop further clarified. You are saying because it is a dirtings and the type of dirtings the government will have to find the money? Because even the judge herself can understand, say, I know the first dirting case come before the law. So what's so special about that one? Yeah? So you're really telling the judge then, and this judge if you understand, what's so special about this one? Is not the first person ever dirt somebody in a Jamaica. What is so special that no matter how much money you're willing to make the government spend it? We are going to find out. She further challenged the Crown, stating, if one case is going to deplete all of our resources, time, money, human, then that has to be considered. So basically the judge tell the prosecution, say, listen, you're not willing to spend everything on this one case like no other case in Jamaica. What is it why you don't want to send Kartel to prison so? Me tell you no, therefore hot, scorching me people, therefore a fire in a Kartel case and the prosecution now ease up. Them have all the judge confused. Why you not so adamant that it no matter where me cast the country you know send Vybz Kartel and co-accuse them go to prison? Go stay the virus of them life. Kartel, why you do what we don't know about? Because even the judge don't believe, say, adjust the dirtings case with you and your co-accused. Something more is there to it. We don't know. The Crown presentation started with a 20-minute delay as the Justice Marva McDonald Bishop revealed that the Court of Appeal has decided to accept all documents filed by the defense and the prosecution in the interest of justice. McDonald clarified that the hearing was not to determine guilt or innocent, but to decide on a retrial. She said the court will accept all documents and decide how to treat them during deliberation. Right? McDonald Bishop, along with Justice Paulette Williams and David Fraser, will decide the case. The Crown also argued that when considering the ordeal suffered by the accused person on trial, this must not be done without considering the ordeal suffered by the victim. So basically, they must say everything what the defense say. Kartel mental illness, Kartel physical illness. One of them must say them intimacy life and all kind of sitting where they must suffer. The prosecution has say, well, we don't need to remember Clive Lizard Williams. All know we can't find him. We don't know when they not even peace sign we can't find. Right? And where Clive Lizard Williams family them couldn't go through. Because Kartel son come and ball. Kartel son say Kartel mother ball and a pray every night. So the prosecution has say, well, Wabo Lizard mother, Wabo Lizard family, make sure you are think about that to misjudge. Alright. Hear me now. If further go on, we say Kartel case could be retried in 2025. The prosecution has said. The prosecution has suggested that a potential dirtings trial of Vybz Kartel and his 3 co-accused, right, could take place as early as 2025. That are just next year, right around the corner, right? Despite uncertainty with the court schedule. Acting DPP, Claudette Thompson, say the case could be accommodated in the Hillary court term, January 2025, April 2025 to April 2025. You see, then now waste no time. She said the Supreme Court has a system that prioritizes certain cases for reasons such as the age of the matter. Anything them do to get rid of cartel, believe. The Court of Appeal judge hearing the case have raised doubts about the suggested time frame, but said they would await a report on how retrial cases are handled. Meanwhile, the acting DPP say costs to the government should not prevent the Court of Appeal from ordering that Vybz Kartel and his co-accused be retried for dirtings. Thompson say a retrial is justified because the case involved all alleged dirters, an illegal gun being the reason for the crime, the victim's body never being found, and attempt to destroy the crime scene. The state will just have to bear the cost. Simple as that. Thompson say, no matter how much money she want to get rid of cartel. Just like how Paula Llewellyn did want to get rid of cartel. Thompson say, no matter how much money the government have to pay, cartel have to go down. Right? Justice Marva McDonald Bishop, who is leading a panel of 3 judges, say the court will have to consider whether the government budget can handle additional costs from a potential retrial. The prosecution not here. Them say the government have to pay. You hear me I say? Them say the government will have to pay that money. Meanwhile, McDonald Bishop say the Court of Appeal has decided to accept all the documents, right? She said the court will decide how to treat them during the deliberation. The decision settles the question of the status of an expert report by IT consultant Sean Wenzel filed by the defense. The judge reminded that the hearing is not to determine innocent or guilty. However, Kartel, who given name Adidja Palmer and his co-accused, right? Them have to just make sure, say, them never do what them are accused them of doing. It is that simple. And we move on. It said the trial judge had dismissed tainted Juria Livingston Kane, who was later found guilty of accepting a bribe to try to influence the panel. So all of them, they know what them, the defense them and knock them with, you know. The jury are named right, and the case is too publicized, so anybody who get out, they know, if put on the jury stand, to make up the jury, them are go bias. Is either them are go like Kartel or them not go like Kartel, or them are go like Sean Storm, or Kiara Jones, them are go like, or them are go like Andrew St. John, or them just not like them. But them are go have some kind of thing in the jury where prejudice against them in a some form of way, right? However, the Privy Council did not free the men. It ordered that the Court of Appeal should decide whether there should be a retrial. And I guess enough people get it wrong. A lot of people think that the Privy Council actually free them. You understand? So now, me people, me give you day 4. Now, I am going to touch a little bit at day 5. And you want to know what they say in day 5? Them say them care about Vybz Kartel rights and also his co-accused. Yes, man. Them say them care about cartel them. The prosecution say, of course we care about them. That's why we want a retrial. The prosecution are use style and the prosecution say, we don't want to send Vybz Kartel and his co-accused to prison just like that. It's because we care about them. We want to do it legally and have a retrial so we can do it the right way and the fair way. That's what the prosecution I say. Right? Prosecutor Lorian Towell has declared in the Court of Appeal that the state cares about the rights of the entertainer Vybz Kartel and this co-accused Sean Storm Campbell, Kyra Jones, and Andre St. John. 12 say it is because we care about the constitutional rights of the men that the prosecution wants the case against them to be tried on its merits and not determined on technical issues. Boy, oh boy. The men are accused of the dirtings of Clive Lizard Williams. The Privy Council Jamaica High Court threw on their conviction on the grounds of jury misconduct. It did not address the issue of evidence raised. Right? Tugwell says acquittal or dismissal of the case should be the last resort and done in extremely exceptional circumstances where it is not possible for a fair trial. She also said the public interest given the nature of the charges requires that the matter be retried on its merit. Tugwell reiterated that the rights of the man to a fair trial in a reasonable time have been breached, but insisted that it was justified. Why that happened? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. She also said the public interest give them all the reason for one retry. But how does the public interest give them the reason for one retry? We are going to cost the government too much money. We not see how much people want the money there. But what we not say really? People make it deep further in a day 5. Can I tell you something? I give them day 4 and 5 in a 1. Because everything at right now, I not left out nothing today. So make we move on. Based on cartel illness, when the defense a beat pan, say cartel no well. Cartel heart condition can manage a retrial. Cartel physical health and mental health is deteriorating rapidly. You want to know the prosecution come back and say? The prosecution say, if that is the case with Vybz Kartel, bail could address Kartel's mental state during retrial. That's what them say. So if Kartel have sickness, we give him bail. Make him go address in medical condition and in mental condition. So no matter what, we still want to give him the retrial. Right? The prosecution argue further say Vybz Kartel could be granted bail to address the entertainer's medical concern during a retrial for the dancehall star and his co-accused. Noting that the gravity of his illness as well as his mental deterioration is not being disputed by the Crown. So they are saying that nothing about it, they are not disputing it. They are not saying Vybz Kartel is not sick and that he don't need his medical concerns to be addressed, or that his mental health is not deteriorating along with his physical health. But guess what? They can address that. And they say the Crown has take that into consideration and is not disputing it. And further say they can grant him bail to address all of these issues. So if he want God doctor, then we give him bail, he can God doctor all he want. He argued that if bail is not granted, then there is a provision at the Department of Correctional Service that could also address Kartel mental state. Defense lawyer for Kartel on Wednesday cited medical and psychological report for Kartel, noting that the forever singer not only suffers from grave disease and as a failing heart, but also as a weakened mental state. That's what Kartel lawyer say. And at this make them say, if he must suffer with them, then how do we give him bail, make him go look upon them while the retrial are going on? The emotional toll, the anxiety that comes from it, the medical weakness that has developed as a result of the ordeal, it should not be lost. The toll of the 13 years, right, that has bear down on Vybz Kartel should not just go out the window because it's taking its toll right now. That's the way the defense have in return. And the Crown said that is nothing that we cannot fix. Yeah, man. The Crown is not challenging the report of the doctor. Acknowledge that Kartel is facing a grave illness and requires medical attention outside of the prison facility. The Crown, the prosecution said we're not saying that, but Justice Marva McDonald, however, proposed that a prison doctor provide a report on whether or not Kartel can be treated in prison. Kartel, whose real name is Adidja Palmer, and Sean Storm, and Kiara Jones, and Andre St. John's, you don't know the procedure already, what they were charged for and when what they were charged. Right? But guess what? All of these people make it clear that no matter what, Vybz Kartel have to go down. No matter the money. No matter if we have to fast track the case, the retrial case. No matter what we have to go through, a white about cost, no matter how much time, no matter how much resources, no matter how much people we have to go through to find a good jury. No matter what, them decide say Vybz Kartel and his co-accused, Sean Storm Campbell, Kiara Jones, whatever them call him, and Andre St. John, to spend the rest of them living life in a jailhouse. That's what the prosecution has said. People, all we can hear and now is the result, the deliberation of everything, because now they have heard the defense side and they have also heard the prosecution side. So what more can I give you, my people? I'll give you day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all we can do right now is just wait on the deliberation to hear what the judges will come up with, the team of judge will come up with. So until then, my people, I will deliver some more of the final result of Vybz Kartel case to you guys. So until then, you don't have to ask nobody nothing, you know? And nobody now have to tell you nothing. I just 1J Progress Entertainment. Believe no man, people, we on we way to 35,000 subscribers. I'm almost at 32,000 subscribers now. Me people, 35K by the end of June. And remember good, me believe in you, me love you. And I know you support me and you hold me up so we know we can do it before June end. Like and share with everybody and make we hit the 35K before the end of June. Believe.